Okay, so in this we're gonna use secondary dominance, and I'm gonna show you some tricks I learned over the years to create chromatic lines, walking chromatic lines that some are very common, some people talk about a little bit less, but the thing with secondary dominance is a form of chromatic harmony, and you could create a complete chromatic scale using secondary dominance, and I'm going to show you how. We'll just use the key of C. So if we do 1, 5 of 2, we could walk up chromatically with a third of the 5 of 2 in the bass. Okay, 5 of 3, 5 of 4, 5 of 5, but I didn't do it chromatically, my apologies. 5 of 6, okay, etc. You could walk up literally with a chromatic line. Okay, so another things we could do is go downwards. Let's do it with simple chords. 1, 5, 5 of 4, 4, 5 of 6. Now here's an interesting thing we do. 6 with the 7th in the bass, okay? See how 5 of 5, 5 with the 7th in the bass. Okay, so there's a little trick you can do. You don't have to resolve the third of the secondary dominant. You could go downwards and create a 7th chord of the chord you're going to. So let's do a quick example of how you could use this. And I wrote out the so that's basically what we're going to do. 1. So we created that chromatic line. I'm not writing any figured bass in there, by the way, so here it is. I'm not writing out any figured bass because most people aren't interested in that. So let's do a little bit more complex example. And I've written it out for you. We're gonna no figured bass. Most people aren't interested in that, but the line below, the lowest line, the bass, just does this the entire time. Okay, so I'm not going to call out the chords, but because they're written right there in front of us. So we get this. Five, 1. So we got a complete chromatic scale there, octave to octave. And so let's do this up to speed. Resolving the third of the So that's a little trick. If you take either the 7th of the chord, resolve it downward, you start getting chromatic lines. Or if you take the third of a chromatic median and resolve downward, you create a new 7th chord, like the 5 of 6, for instance. If we're using the third as the lowest note, you could go down to the G sharp to the G and have the 6 with the minor 7th as the lowest note. So this is a little trick you learn, and you could do this. This kind of trick started to appear around the Romantic era time. It would have been a big no-no probably in the Bach time. I'm not sure, but so you don't necessarily have to resolve that third chromatically altered third upwards. You can go downwards and create a new 7th chord. So that's thus creating these chromatic lines that are a complete chromatic scale. And these are tricks composers from like everyone from Tchaikovsky to whoever started to use. So enjoy.